Hello, I'm Mathieu from Ludovox, and today I'm going to give you an overview of 12 Heroes. 12 Heroes is a two-player game. It's a control game and war game for two players, ages 14 and up, and it plays for around 30 minutes. So in this game, you're going to try to control locations such as cities, mines, and farmsteads by placing units on the battlefields, but you need to feed your units because every turn they're going to consume food. And if you have the majority of strength in a given area, you're going to get control tokens, which gives you the total control of the area in the end. So every player is going to play with a deck, a personalized deck. Every deck is unique, so you have 4 pre-made decks, but you can also draft the cards to create your own decks, which is a nice possibility. So how to play the game is quite simple. You simply are going to play the cards from your deck, so you're going to have a hand of cards that you're going to manage. During your turn, you will be able to draw a card, get 2 food, and then you're going to perform 3 out of 4 possible actions. You can perform any number of times the same action, but you're going to have 3 actions. So the first action you can take is simply get 1 food token. The second action that you can perform is playing a card, recruiting a card in your settlement. And the settlement is not the battlefield. Do not confuse those. When you play a card such as this peasant here, you trigger its effect, if any, and you're going to pay some food. The peasant is a very small card, so it doesn't cost any food, but it awards 2 food for playing it. If I play, for example, the steward, it costs 2 money, but it has an effect, and it would give 1 food token to my knight here on this battlefield. So it's kind of nice. So then the third action I can perform is to deploy units, and I can choose to deploy units with food because the units are going to have to consume food at every turn, and you consume 1 food per unit, which is kind of a lot. So I could, for example, dispatch food like this. And finally, as a fourth action, I can move a unit to an adjacent area and I can bring food with it, which also is kind of tactical and nice. Then once I've performed my 3 out of 4 actions, the other player is going to play. And at the beginning of every turn, you're going to check for a few things. The first thing that you want to check is control. If you have more points than your opponent in terms of military strength, you're going to place control tokens. For example, my goblin is worth 2 points, there is no opposition, so I get 1 token on the city. My spaceship here, skyship rather, is 2 points, and the knight here has 4 strength. So nothing happens. The knight would get control tokens on the red player's turn because that knight is for the red player. So I get nothing on this. Then I have to make the upkeep. So the upkeep is basically spending food to feed my troops. So here I have no food on my troops, so they would die. If I had left, for example, 1 food token on my goblin, my skyship would die and the goblin would consume a food, which allows him to stay and to control the area more and more. Then the player can gain 2 food, draw a card, and play his 3 actions. And we are going to alternate turns until the game is over. When you reach a majority, so for example, the city needs 4 cubes to get to a strict majority. So when the blue player places a 4th cube, the city is controlled and you're going to remove the units and the food that's left over, remove the cubes, and that player is going to score that tile. So 4 points for the blue player, and we're going to flip that tile to get a new area to control. So the game ends when a player reaches 7 victory points, so 7 is 2 or 3 territories, and then that player has won. If you cannot draw again, you're going to shuffle your discard pile to make a new deck, very simply. And as I said, you can draft, in the advanced rules, you can draft the cards to make your 12 cards deck, because it's all about 12 heroes. Well, now you know almost everything there is to know about 12 heroes, so bye bye and see you on Ludovox.